Hello and welcome back to Chat About It, Don't Shout About It with me, Rachel, the Queen of the Woke, as crowned by one of my haters. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. It's great to have you here with me. Switch on the notification bell so that you know I am releasing another video. Thank you to everyone who's joined me already. I can't run this channel without you. King Gatwa has been in the news, and this isn't just some small news. This news, what's still a rumour, is massive news. This is sitting right up there in the ballpark with a news article about Bad Wolf and RTD. This article is from The Sun, and I've taken snippets from it, and the full one is linked below. Exterminate. Doctor Who facing axe as lead star. Ncuti Gatwa quits amid woeful ratings and fans' fury at woke storylines. Doctor Who is facing the axe with star Ncuti Gatwa poised to quit and crew claiming to be laid off. The recent series suffered abysmal ratings, with fans outraged by the BBC shoehorning wokery into storylines. Yes, a lot of fans were truly unhappy. All we wanted was just good storylines. However, I am not surprised by this news. Firstly, the BBC are currently bleeding money at this point. Also, if the crew are being laid off, then that's extremely telling. They can't afford to pay them. That's what that's telling me. But the Scot, 32, is already believed to have filmed his regeneration exit scene, and crew fear the BBC will shelve the show after 62 years. An insider said, Ncuti doesn't want to be tied to the series beyond this and plans to relocate to Los Angeles with several Hollywood projects standing by for him. His team also see a lot of fan backlash from the series and don't want the perception of him still being the Doctor to get in the way of any future work. Now, this is nothing new. Actors quite often want to take on Hollywood. If that is a good shout for him or not, who is to say? It's very, very difficult to break into Hollywood, but I'm not surprised in the least by that news. Also, fans can't really hold him to ransom with perception with regards to his work. It's more up to the viewer what they want to watch. I think what this means is that this is more to do with who he is and what he has said, rather than being the Doctor in this case. And in this case, production companies will hold it against him. As we have seen in the past with boycotts, this is because of what people have said, like I've just said. Like, for example, our current Disney princess darling. The show has been poorly managed in recent years, and there's a lot of people who have been working on this show for years and now being cast aside due to poor leadership. People warned some episodes were getting too caught up on an agenda rather than telling a story, and those people got shouted down and ignored. Poorly managed is actually an understatement in this case. Anyone looking from the outer shell can actually see that this show is being poorly managed. Anyone coming in and taking up the helm of one of the biggest money spinners in sci-fi for TV in the UK should know that there is a hard established canon and a soft one in this case, and fans will be extremely angry should that hard canon be changed. Also, if there were people in there warning them against this agenda, then that is a problem. It's like they knew it wouldn't go down well. Well, those people can officially say, I told you so, if the show gets axed. A huge question mark hangs over whether Disney will renew its deal, said to be worth £100 million with the BBC. Crew working on the show in Cardiff are said to be furious at being left in limbo after filming Wrapped last week. I would be very surprised if Disney now secure another deal with the BBC. I would also suggest that the crew should actually look at their contract wording to see if there is a clause about what they can actually do. Well, not what they can actually do, but clauses just in case things like this actually happen, and then they can look into how they are actually protected financially. The insider said, word on the set is that the BBC will shelve the series for at least 5 years. The crew were told not to hold their breath for work on the series for at least 10 years. Fans have also been saying that the show should actually be rested, and at this point I would definitely agree. As we scramble to find work, those responsible get to ride off onto other well-paid projects without any repercussions. Filming wrapped on Friday afternoon with no fanfare or celebration. Now, this to me is concerning, even though this is actually extremely common within the industry. The people getting laid off or have been left in limbo can't just pick up another job immediately. It doesn't work like that for them. However, that's the way it works with RTD. He's leaving to write something else. Well, I say he's leaving. Who knows, really? Ncuti went and did The Importance of Being Earnest and now maybe leaving Doctor Who for Hollywood. It's really a very sad reality and a rhetoric that makes this industry very small and often quite horrible sometimes to be in. A spokeswoman for the show said Doctor Who has not been shelved. As we have previously stated, the decision on season 3 will be made after season 2 airs. The deal with Disney Plus was for 26 episodes, and exactly half of those still have to transmit. Notice the words after season 2 airs. Normally, if they are happy with a series, then they announce very early on, with the current series still airing, that they're going to make a new one. That's quite common practice, with a few exceptions here and there. It makes me wonder if they are trying to slowly fizzle out the show like they did once before, go and disappear without notice. There's a potential that the series will be cut now. I'm not saying that it is, I'm just saying it's potential. There's way too many coincidences. Firstly, the ratings of the show have been abysmal. They were cancelable range. The AI score has been massively delayed, and the ones that we received were shocking. Secondly, the cast and RTD have said things which the fans have taken literally and have simply gone, well, that's it, I'm done. Thirdly, Bad Wolf no longer require their space for Doctor Who, so they are now letting it out, and we know that the sets have actually been taken down and cleared out. Fourthly, just several days ago, we get the news that RTD is writing now for Channel 4, a way of telling us there's no Doctor Who for 2026 and that he's either moved on or he was fired. They actually don't like announcing direct firings if they can possibly get away with it, with a few exceptions. They find the way to sweep that over our heads, and now we have this piece of rumoured news about Gatwa. There are way too many coincidences. I even took it to you, my subscribers, to get your views on this. Clud says, good actor, miscast and bad writing for Doctor Who. I agree. I will never say an actor is bad being out there in the acting world, but I will always call a miscast, and Ncuti was naturally miscast. Maybe Ncuti has actually realised that it was a mistake to take on a role like this, because now there's a possibility it could actually cloud casting directors' judgments, maybe in this case. And yes, the writing for the last series was terrible. Grant Mason 740 says, I hope this is true, that RTD and his enablers will depart. The BBC can announce a hiatus with Disney stepping away without losing face. Well, even if it's not true, I would actually say that we really need a new showrunner or writers who really understand how to write sci-fi, because we haven't actually had sci-fi for a long time with this show. Disney's reputation is already shot, and Doctor Who is just making it worse for them. And Daniel Williamson 6180 says, if he's leaving and the show isn't getting cancelled, who would be the next Doctor? And that's a very good question. Who would be the next Doctor? Whatever is going on, things definitely seem to be happening. Whilst the Sun is not an entirely reliable source, there's definitely been some accurate reporting in the past, and given what we have seen with Bad Wolf and RTD, there could actually be some validity in these rumours. Let me know what you think. Chat about it, don't shout about it. Like, share and subscribe. Switch on the notification bell so you know I'm releasing a video. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.